scary part of it, like, Fred just went limp, and it was scary, and went out there, and after a few minutes he got feelings back in his arm and his leg, but for a few minutes he did not. And that's I go out in the field a lot. We've had over the years, and that's the scariest I've ever been. And to see a big, strong, he's such a physical specimen himself. At 6'1" and a half, 200 pounds and strong, and to see him in pain like that, it was very scary.
The two ambulances were there. The air vac ultimately came. He was transported to Jackson that day, correct?
Right, and looked at immediately, and just for the stability of the spinal cord is why they had to go ahead and have the surgery today. And but we FaceTimed him today. He's in Vanderbilt, and he was in good spirits before the surgery. And I said, well, you knocked the ball loose and we won the game.
He saved a touchdown.
No, he did, and that was a momentum changer there. And he said, I know, I tackled him and knocked the ball loose, and we won, Coach. And he had a little smile, but. Like I was telling Joe LaFaro yesterday, I would trade, 1,000 wins in any game I could ever coach to, for that kid to be okay. He means so much to us, to my family, and to many people in this community.
Even though this season is over for him and perhaps his career, in my mind, my interactions with him, and you know him a lot better than I do, he'll be successful in whatever he does.
He will, and I've had a lot of emotions in the last 48 hours thinking about this, and you think about, hey, why do bad things happen to good people, and this is obviously one of those scenarios. But Fred's a guy with his faith, and his he's married with a young wife, Jennifer, that he will use this to reach other people in some form or fashion whenever God has planned for him. He won't use it as an excuse, and who knows, maybe there's an opportunity to back on the football field one day. I'm no expert in that, I don't know, but that's way down the road. But man, what a it's different things come in life, and how you deal with them, and he'll deal fine with it.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with the football team, I was telling Gary Capers this morning, who's a member of the local Rotary Club and played football for UTM and scored a touchdown in the Tangerine Bowl, that Fred is the guy who performed, I think, along with Julius McNair, in the Rotary Sing-Alike, and he was the guy that was dancing to the Temptation song and had the contagious smile, and immediately Gary knew who we were talking about.
Right, and his dad passed away, I guess it was a year and a half ago, and he's gone through a lot in the last 3 years of his life. He's been here at UT Martin, so
and he's had three major injuries this year, or not major. I mean, he had the one at Austin Peay, which we thought would knock him out, and then the elbow injury at home against Eastern Kentucky, and now this injury.
Well, and I tell you what was neat today is he's a mentor at elementary school, and just doing a great job with with the class that he's assigned to, and so I'm already starting to receive letters from kids in the community wanting to give to Fred, and I've had a couple mamas of the kids stick their head in my office today, kind of in tears himself, because I had some texts after the game from the kids at the elementary school worried about Fred, and their parents wanted to check because they wanted, because their kids were very concerned as well, and that's neat. Now that is, when we talk about making a difference in our community. Fred is that example, because of, he really has. He embraced his community and wanted to make it better, and I certainly appreciate that of him.
If folks in the community or listeners or fans want to send a get well card or anything, what's the best way to do that?
I tell you what, it's a great idea. If you want to send it there to the Bob Carroll building on campus, or drop it by, we'll make sure that he gets in his hands. I can't wait to see him in person, and I know that would be great, because I know this: if it was me or you, he would make sure we would have a card in our hand from him. He certainly would.
Yeah. Okay, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the game. UT Martin wins it over Eastern Illinois 51-37. We'll look back at that on the UT Martin Skyhawk Sports Network.